You know what that looked like to me? Do you remember on the original PlayStation, you could put a CD in it and play
Yeah.
music, and it would have a visualizer on
Yep.
there.
Yeah,
That's
and it would
exactly
go.
what that shit looked like.
Yeah.
Or an old Windows 95 fucking
Now
stuff.
this came out in 2009, so
Yeah.
come on, CGI wasn't that great. So
No,
Sure.
it wasn't that it wasn't great. I was just like, okay, this is
Unnecessary.
like 2001 shit,
yeah,
At
you
one
know.
point, they're getting into a pool, which
Mm,
logistically probably already has fucking water in it, but they've put CGI water. They could have
yeah.
done
Oh, the
something to
water's
make.
supposed to be like, pulsing and alive.
Yeah, well, just put get one of those fucking wave pools, dude. I don't
And
know.
everybody knows that's how you transfer your consciousness is through water.
Mhm.
So everybody
Oh,
Yeah.
knows.
all right.
Mhm.
So I said Richard Kelly does what he does best, confounds and alienates.
It's time for trailer trash. Jean Paul, welcome
All
back.
right, guess what, guys? I didn't die, so I'm still
Woo!
alive.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Woo! No death.
Woohoo! All right, so from what I heard and saw, you apparently did not enjoy my Vine Voyage Death Before Surgery picks from last month. You know, Lolly
They
Love
look pretty bad.
is a
Lolly
classic.
Lolly Love was one that I do want to see.
I
So
do
Yeah,
want to see that too.
it's
Oh.
on Amazon Prime, written by Pam from The Office and her
I
her
love it.
lovely ex-husband James Gunn, and he's not canceled.
Mhm.
were they really married?
Yeah,
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 Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
yeah.
yeah.
Makes more
And,
sense now.
If you
and
see his new wife, he traded up. So
I mean,
Oh,
What a
I
pig!
think
What a
they're, I mean,
pig!
I think they're equal. I mean,
well,
one's a
you'd be
blonde,
wrong.
one's a brunette. They're about the same. One's 10 years younger than his last wife.
of course.
My man.
My man.
Yeah,
So yeah, so I'm glad that I'm still alive. Everyone, yay! Clap for me.
Hooray!
we did
Hooray!
already.
Thank you.
Hooray! Hey, we did it off camera. This is during
You're
camera.
also making me now want that to change. So let's get
Oh,
going here.
but
Oh snap!
My favorite part though is how realistic the cops are.
oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my experience with the police are nothing like Law and Order. Okay, my experience with the police are they show up, they're not very helpful, they don't really want to be there, and they fucking leave, which is exactly what happened in this scenario.
Yeah.
So they threaten you too because they're fucking on a power trip. So
Especially in that neighborhood, right?
yeah,
Like they didn't want to be in that neighborhood.
right.
Which, by the way, how the fuck did you get to that neighborhood? You go through that neighborhood, and you're not like, nah, we're not gonna stay here tonight.
I don't have one friend that would have been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay in this Airbnb. They would have just drove straight on to wherever the fuck they were going, dude.
Yeah,
Extra large cup of coffee, whatever it took,
yeah.
So
Man, I'll tell you what, Nicolas Cage, he really shines in this movie. He's got so many great lines, like
You don't get a lot of milk from alpaca.
Boobs.
yeah, and evidently he was told to act like he did in Vampire's Kiss, like totally unhinged and shit. So you get like this kind of shit.
Do me a favor and get the fuck out of my sight, okay? No, actually, I'll save you the trouble and get the fuck out of yours.
It's like, what's that delivery? Yeah, he freaks out so many times in this movie. He freaks out over tomatoes. I was laughing at that. It's thoroughly enjoyable to watch him break down. I love that they made him an alpaca farmer. I don't know if that's true to the original story. It probably is, right?
No.
Nah.
I mean, I never read this story, but H.P. Lovecraft stuff, a
Mhm.
lot of it tends to be short. Like, what From Beyond was like just maybe 3 pages.
Oh, really?
A 3-page, yeah. Like some of his like small stuff has been turned into feature things.
Yeah,
But I haven't read this one.
You never see alpacas in a movie, and that they made him an alpaca farmer who's ranting about how expensive they are. It's just fun.
Skimmerank, Skankadank, wherever
Oh
the
my
hell that
God,
piece
that
of
was
shit is.
stupid. Did you see that? You
Skinamarink. No.
yeah,
Skimmerink.
I know what you mean, but I have not seen it
Why
yet.
is everybody going so crazy about it? What's the big deal? I found it so ridiculous. Like, it was claustrophobic and I like that, but it was like the stupidest thing. Okay, so the whole basis of it, just to break it down, it's like what, two kids wake up and there's no doors, no windows, no parents, no nothing. And it's like from the kids' perspective, and there's all this like shadow play, it's everybody's like, oh my God, it's so disturbing. I really was not that impressed with it. I really wasn't. I don't know. How do you feel about it, Elliot? Because I was not. It insisted upon itself. That's how I feel. And I really didn't think it was that scary, honestly. I feel bad because he hasn't watched it. Like, honestly, you it's dumb. You're not missing anything.
I'm sorry. Like I said, like Lisa knows, like again, 6 years old, I start reading every book I can find on film and horror film. I spend my whole life acting, writing, directing, reading everything on film, filmmaking, biographies, you name it, to come to 2012 to start doing more research to come up with a whole platform to lecturing on horror history. And so all that ties and all plays into writing and, all becomes one big cycle of my creativity. And I have to say that I have watched our avant-garde films, experimental films, East Village. Learned a lot about life and film and music, seeing my friends Carl and Robbie at NYU every weekend. Biggest fucking pieces of shit I've ever seen in my entire life. It is garbage. There is no psychological avant-garde art house pretentious bullshit platform of thought that you could come to justify what a piece of shit this movie is. It is beyond. For me, like the serious implications of the movie in a like Criterion Collection analytical way is that it says something about where our culture is right now and our humanity is, that people are flocking to see this film and being traumatized or affected by it. Says a lot in a very terrifying way that's more scary than any
they had a girl
of this
and she said she couldn't finish it, and I was like, well, what was so disturbing about it? It's just dumb. It's dumb. You got to see it just so you can give your perspective on it, because it's like such a strange, and honestly, the only way I would explain it, insists upon itself. The Family Guy line, I don't like The Godfather because it insists upon itself. That's how I feel about it.